Former Florida Representative Matt Gaetz's nomination to be president-elect Donald Trump's Attorney General has created a remarkable amount of hesitation from Republicans who are otherwise inclined to follow Trump's wishes. Gaetz is unpopular with many fellow House Republicans for his push to oust former Speaker Kevin McCarthy and a long trail of stories about his personal conduct, including a federal investigation into allegations that he arranged to have sex with a minor. The investigation was closed without charges, and Gaetz denies wrongdoing. Other Republicans on Wednesday and Thursday said they would consider Gaetz's nomination with an open mind, or noted favorably his advocacy for Trump. Gaetz is a longtime Trump supporter and frequently campaigned for him. Here are what Republicans are saying about him. Representative Don Bacon, Nebraska. I was told growing up that if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. John Bolton, former UN ambassador and national security advisor. It must be the worst nomination for a cabinet secretary in American history. I think this is something that falls well outside the scope of deference that should be given to a president in nominating members of the senior team. Gaetz is not only totally incompetent for this job, he doesn't have the character. He is a person of moral turpitude. Senator Susan Collins, Maine. Obviously, the president has the right to nominate whomever he wishes, but this is where the Senate's advice and consent process is so important. I'm sure that there will be many questions raised at Mr. Gaetz's hearing, if in fact the nomination goes forward. Senator John Cornyn, Texas. We'll handle it like any other nomination. I'm not going to prejudge any of these. Senator Kevin Cramer, North Dakota. I think it's a little bit of a test. It will take a lot of political capital to get him, confirmed. Senator Lindsey Graham, South Carolina. I'm predisposed to try to help presidents with their picks, but he'll have to answer some tough questions in the hearing, and we'll see how he does, Graham said in a statement released Wednesday. Later Wednesday, Graham said during a Fox News Channel interview, I think Matt Gaetz is very bright. I think he's qualified. He'll have a hearing and he'll have some tough questions to answer, and suggested that Republicans give Matt a chance. Senate GOP leader John Thune, South Dakota. That's probably a good question for the chairman of the Judiciary Committee. Senator Chuck Grassley, Iowa, the likely next chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. I suppose I'll have to look at it. That's all I can say at this point because I don't know much about Matt Gaetz. House Speaker Mike Johnson, Louisiana. Gaetz is one of the most intelligent members of Congress and a reformer in his mind and heart. I think he'll bring a lot to the table on that. Representative Anna Paulina Luna, Florida. So a lot of people will try to brand him just as a firebrand. But the fact is that there is a lot of strategy behind Gaetz's effort to oust former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Senator Markwayne Mullin, Oklahoma. Matt Gaetz and I, there's no question, we've had our differences. I completely trust President Trump's decision-making on this one. But at the same time, Gaetz has to come to the Senate and sell himself. There's a lot of questions that are going to be out there. He's got to answer those questions.